Well, thank you, Matt. It's massively appreciated that you're giving me some time today. You've got a fantastic position as the Chicago Bears Director of Community, and there's so much I want to talk to you about today. But first and foremost, could you tell me about your job position and what you get up to on a day-by-day basis?
Yeah, so I'm the director of community and alumni relations for the Bears. Our department handles all the community programming that we do in the Chicago area for the Bears. We also handle all of the current player and alumni player appearances. So those can be both paid and community visits that we handle. The paid ones can be through partners and, season ticket holder events, things like that. And then we also get them out in the community doing different things. In the community programming space, we concentrate on education, health and wellness, military and youth and high school football. We also emphasize and work with a bunch of different social justice organizations here in Chicago, along with domestic violence shelters too. We do in-kind donations as a part of our department. So, if there are fundraisers for different events, we send autographed items, things like that. And then we also focus on handling our alumni. So all of the events and initiatives that we do with them.
Would you say that's something that's really at the heart of what you guys want to do is giving back to people?
Yeah, it's one of the main things in our mission statement is to help our community. It's to win championships and be good stewards in the community. That's very important to us. We've been doing it all the way back since our founder, George S. Hallis, and it's something that's instilled in us when you work at the Bears. That's important to give back.
That's fantastic. And it's great that you're not only doing amazing work within your own community in Chicago, but you're actually expanding that internationally. Because recently we had the announcement of the Jets and Bears Girl Flag League, which is incredible for all the young girls in my country that want to get involved in the sport.
Yeah, it's really been something. In 2021 we started a girls flag league here with the Chicago Public League with Chicago Public Schools, and we had about 21 teams, I think, at that time, about 400 girls. And in 2022, it really exploded. We had over 60 teams. So we had teams from, like, I think almost 48 teams in the city. Then we grew to the western suburbs and in Rockford, which is a city outside of Chicago. So we had over 60 teams and 1,200 girls playing just in the second year in 2022. And we're continuing to grow that this year. And the Jets actually came to us because they saw the growth that we were having in Illinois, and wanted us to see if we wanted to partner up and join us in a league in the UK, which is in both of our IHMAs. And it was something that we were excited to join them on. It is a two-conference, 12-team league. So one conference is a Jets conference, has 6 teams, and then we have a Bears conference that has 6 teams in the London area. And actually, next Monday on May 22nd, they'll be playing in a championship game. Two of those teams will be playing against each other.
That's pretty incredible because not only does this offer an opportunity for the girls to get involved and give the sport a go, but it also gives them a greater understanding of the massively competitive area of this and possibly promotes future career paths for them going forward.
Yeah, I think, what we've seen, especially with girls flag, but really just with American football in general, it has a lot of transferable skills. One of the main ones being teamwork and, learning some leadership skills and character development and resilience. And we really think those are skills that can be, carried on throughout your life. And yeah, we've just been really excited to see the growth, and we hope to continue to grow that throughout the UK.
It's spectacular because, unlike other sports, maybe traditional English football or soccer, as you call it, or boxing and sports like that, this is a relatively new game. It's not got any misconceptions. There's no idea of, well, girls can't do this.
Very true. Yeah, I mean, it is a sport too that it's very inclusive, accessible to everybody. We're trying to continue to make it equitable. There's a low barrier cost to entry. So we think there's just a lot of potential for big growth in the area.
Amazing. And I'd like to ask, how proud are you from a personal perspective to be involved with so many good causes like this?
I am proud to be a part of the Bears organization every day and what we do in the community. I'm lucky in that in the space that I work with in community, whether it be Girls Flag or um, helping out with a wish kid or going on a school visit or visiting a hospital. Like every day, I get to see how much of an impact just the Bears brand can make. Whether it be a player going, I'm always surprised, even if it's just one of our staff or myself going somewhere that Bears brand, carries with you, and it makes can make a really big impact and bring a lot of smiles to faces, and that's just something that always keeps me going and gets me excited about working in football.
And now looking at the NFL in the UK in general, we've just had the announcement of the London Games. We've got players like Efe Obada playing at a very high standard, Aidan Durd coaching at a very high standard. So what do you make of the growth in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty exciting. I know that it's something that is part of the London Games, I think it is, and it's something that's being considered for the 2028 Olympics, which I think having girls flag in the 2028 Olympics would be amazing and bring a lot of attention to the sport. I think that the growth in the UK, there's definitely a lot of space there. I mean, I think over time, this is something for us, and I think for the Jets too. This is a long-term thing, long-term investment. And right now, we're just in like the Ealing area, and I think we hope to, continue to grow that in London, but then also expand into other areas. We actually been last year in June, and we're coming back this June. We brought our Mini Monsters football clinics to the UK. So we went to 8 different cities last year. We're going to be in Edinburgh, then we're going to be in Liverpool, Manchester, Cambridge, back in London, and then on the South Coast again this year with our Mini Monster football clinics. So it's something that we want to continue to grow the sport and get kids excited about American football and the Bears brand. We know that, ultimately, if you're playing the sport, you're going to be a fan of the sport and a fan of the team that's supporting you. And so we hope to continue to do that.
You hit the nail on the head there when you talked about the massive fandom that comes with the NFL and flag football. And specifically for the Chicago Bears, you've got players like Justin Fields that everybody adores. It'd be great to get your opinion on how he's going to do going forward. But in addition to that, flag football, again, as we've said, is a new sport, but we need girls to be looking out for certain players. And do you think as you grow what you're doing at the moment, there will be superstars coming out of this that the girls can look up to and think, I want to be like them?
Yeah, I think we've already seen some of that, especially locally. I mean, there are girls that played in our league here in Chicago that were unbelievable athletes. It's a great mixture of both, to be honest with you. We had a girl who played from Willowbrook, who was actually our champion here in Illinois, Sarah Ball, who got a lot of national attention. And she's going on. I mean, I think she was a track and field athlete, so she's going on to do that. But I think as the sport grows, more and more girls will get interested and be able to look up to girls like that. But it also, on the other flip side, it's been a great introduction for girls who maybe aren't interested or haven't been playing other sports, that they feel like this is something that they can do. And so it's been a great way, sort of a mixture between girls who maybe are just getting interested in sport, and this is a way for them to do that, but also girls who play basketball, would play track and field, and played some other sports, soccer, and who are interested in doing something a little different.
Well, Matt, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. I'd like to thank you for giving me some of your time today. It's deeply appreciated. But before I let you go, is there anything that you would like to discuss that I perhaps haven't mentioned? Anything with the Chicago Bears, how you think they're going to get on doing forward, and how you see flag football moving as a process?
I think we're just excited to continue to get more involved in the UK. I mean, like I said, with the mini monster clinics, we're excited to continue those. We want to continue to grow girls flag there and expand that over time. And like I said, I think the sport really surprised some of us and how fast it grew here, to be honest with you. And that was really exciting to see. Our goal here in Illinois is to make it a sanctioned varsity sport for girls here at the high school level. And that's ultimately what we want to see. And we've been able to grow enough here where hopefully in 2024, in the fall of 2024, will be an IHSA sanctioned sport in Illinois, which we're really excited about.